I don't think you can tell the history of CU Denver without telling the story of 9th Street and the Auraria neighborhood. As CU Denver begins to celebrate its 50-year anniversary, we need to be respectful and mindful of the sacrifice that was made for this place to exist. The two histories are linked, and I, for one, am happy to help make sure that the stories of the families that gave up their homes is honored.
So when we moved here, I was just newborn. We grew up with 6 of us. It was a wonderful neighborhood. The Ramos, Torreses, Nietos, Martinez, there was a bunch of people, and they were all close.
Auraria was a neighborhood of immigrants and remained that way until the neighborhood was taken in the late 60s and early 70s.
I always held it against the city. I was angry at them for making everybody separate, being that we were so close, and then all of a sudden we're not.
Auraria was a wonderfully close-knit community before the displacement. It's a shame that their neighborhood was targeted for redevelopment and they lost quite a bit. Part of what we're planning to do is to really engage the community in our plans for the future. And so it's important to us that we find a way to really engage with folks and find out what they'd like to see in this space before we come up with a plan that is done to their space instead of with them.
And now, after Nolbert contacted me, he told me what their intentions were for this house. And it's like all the anger just went away, and I was so happy and proud.
My hope is that we can turn the corner from the hurt and pain that was caused to recognize a new day of opportunity and education that's available. That includes the promise of free tuition to the descendants of the families that were displaced. And so we needed to honor that, and we needed to do a better job, and we needed to let folks know that scholarship was going to live in perpetuity. So we announced that last November. I want to recognize our most valued guests, really, those who called this neighborhood home. And let me start out by saying that I am obviously filled with emotion today, mixed emotion, really. Part of me can still see the hurt and pain that these good people who were forced to leave and had to endure unspeakable hardship. They were forced to say goodbye to a community that they loved.
Hello, my name is Paulina Sanchez Trujillo. I'm currently a student at the University of Colorado, Denver. So I was talking to my family, and I had some aunties who used to live on campus, and they would tell us stories about how they would come to church every Sunday and then go to a little Mexican restaurant that was close by and have food, and how my auntie would walk from work just because her job was so close and everything like that, and then she relocated and for a good cause. So I just want to thank everybody for being here and for all the celebration, and I want to thank you for passing the bill, because I had an auntie who tried to get their Aurarian award, and through those hoops she couldn't get it. But now it's nice to know that me and my family don't have to go through those hoops.
Yes.
So thank you.
My hope for future generations is that the scholarship becomes something that the descendants of those who were displaced look forward to. And instead of thinking back at that time as being painful, that they look forward to the hope and promise of an education. And we at CU Denver are committed to that. So we started last October with a blessing, a very special blessing, where about 60 people came and joined us, and we all laid our hands on the exterior of the building and touched the brick and gave over our intentions for a wonderful restoration and renovation of the house. We're beginning with this house, 1050 9th Street, and we want to show the community what's possible in a renovation and restoration in a way that honors their life here and their sacrifice. I would love for this park and these homes to feel like the Smithsonian Mall of Denver, where each house is prized and the folks that enter and use the homes are aware of how special this place really is. We want to find out just what the community wants to see in the future. So we'll be hosting community meetings that will coincide with the Museum of Memories, events that have helped to document some of the oral history of the neighborhood. We believe that there's a more community-facing or student-facing opportunity to use these homes. And so, as you can see, the house has not really been kept up very well since its original restoration 50 years ago. The brick needs tuck pointing and cleaning. The porch needs a lot of help from the floorboards to the posts. The doors need to be stripped and redone. It needs a new HVAC system, but the roof is good, so that's a good thing. And we'll begin this process and continue all through our anniversary academic year starting in the fall. Today we mark the transformation of this house. Our hands gently placed, a special moment in time. Walls have come down. A small house, to be sure, feels big, inviting. Her gaze once low, today is chin up, proud. A new look, a new energy. Her shell once weathered and worn, soon clean and fresh. Her bones strong, getting stronger. Chosen to carry the weight of the past and the promise of the future. Eager to be loved once again. Blessed. The most meaningful part of this project has to be the connection with Rita Gomez and her family. They were the family that was displaced from this house. And so connecting with her and bringing her back and showing her how much we value that sacrifice and honor that has been the most rewarding and something I'll never forget. So I couldn't be more excited as I'm painting the spindles here at 1059th Street to see the look on Rita Gomez and her family's face, and to have them come back and see all the love and attention and care that we've taken with her home is going to be worth all the effort. I can't wait to see her and her family and see the look on their face. We're here today finally for the ribbon cutting to celebrate all that hard work and love that we put into this project.
I'm thrilled to be back here in the Centennial House. It's been a year's work of incredible effort resulting in a grand reopening today. This is so meaningful for our campus. It's a real statement about the importance of our past and our history, but also a reflection of the partnerships that we have with our campuses and our community, and a real commitment to a vision for the future that involves our broader community.
I love you, buddy.
It's overwhelming to see what they've done and what they're going to do. I'm really looking forward to it.
Welcome. I'm so happy to be with everybody this morning. I'm Chancellor Michelle Marks of CU Denver, and I'm thrilled that you're all joining us today to celebrate what is truly a milestone day for CU Denver. We asked Nolbert Chavez, who cares so incredibly deeply for this work and also has a personal family connection to 9th Street, to shepherd it, and he's done exactly that.
I see my role as being a guardian of the homes that we occupy here on 9th Street. These homes have been largely ignored, neglected in some cases over the last 50 years, and are on a path to their final destination. And I'm here to honor that. And make sure that they arrive and to do it with respect. It's been transformed. It was broken before, and now it's beautiful.